The world runs on logistics. You click Buy Now on Amazon, and 2 days later, a package arrives. You don't think about the ships, the cranes, the customs brokers, or the thousands of people who made that happen. I am one of those people. I am a senior logistics director for a major trans-Pacific shipping firm. My job is to move mountains literally. I solve problems that most people don't even know exist. My wife, Tara, lives in the world of the visible. She is the founder of LuxeMode, a fast fashion brand that exploded on Instagram 3 years ago. She sells vegan leather bags and accessories. To the public, Tara is a self-made boss babe. She gives interviews about her grind, her vision, and her empire. But behind closed doors, her empire is built entirely on my infrastructure. I negotiated her manufacturing contracts in Vietnam. I set up her warehousing in California. I used my industry contacts to get her shipping rates that are 40% below market value. Without me, LuxeMode is just a Shopify page with no product. We were a team. I was the engine, she was the paint job. But lately, the paint was peeling. Tara started attending more trade summits. She started talking about scaling up and trimming the fat. I didn't realize that trimming the fat meant getting rid of her husband. Enter Nico. Nico was a supplier based in Italy. He sold high-end textiles. He was charming, wore linen suits, and promised Tara he could elevate her brand to Gucci levels. Tara was mesmerized. She started flying to Milan once a month for quality control. Nico gets the vision, Mark, she would tell me, scrolling through her phone in bed. He says I'm wasting my potential selling mid-tier stuff. He wants to do a luxury line. That's great, I said. But luxury requires a different supply chain. The margins are tighter. You're always so negative, she sighed. Nico says you think too small. He calls you the trucker. The trucker. I manage a fleet of 50 container ships. But sure, I'm a trucker. I let it slide. I loved her. I wanted her to succeed. But then, the shipping manifest crossed my desk. Part 2. The Bill of Lading. It was October. We were preparing for the Black Friday rush. This is the Super Bowl of retail. If you miss Black Friday, your business dies. Tara had ordered 50,000 units of her new signature collection bags. This was an all-in bet. She had leveraged our house, maxed out the business credit lines, and poured every cent of profit into this inventory. The bags were being manufactured in a factory in Shenzhen, China. I was reviewing the internal tracking logs for my company, since my company handled her shipping. I saw a discrepancy. Usually, the consignee, the person receiving the goods, is LuxeMode LLC, with our home address or the warehouse I manage. But this time, the consignee was listed as Nico and Tara Global Holdings. And the notify party was an address in Miami, a penthouse apartment. I dug deeper. I accessed the corporate registration for Nico and Tara Global Holdings. It was incorporated 2 months ago. The partners were Tara and Nico. Then I accessed her business email. I handled her IT security, so I had the admin passwords. I searched for Nico. Hundreds of emails, and they weren't about leather samples. Nico, baby, once the Black Friday profit hits, we buy the penthouse in Miami. You file for divorce, and we launch the new brand together. Tara, I can't wait. Mark is so boring. He's just a logistics guy. He doesn't have your flair. Once the containers land in LA, I'm done with him. I've already drafted the papers. Nico, make sure he insures the shipment first. We need his discount one last time. Tara, Don't worry. He's clueless. He's tracking the containers right now like a good little employee. He'll deliver our future right to our doorstep, and then I'll kick him out. I sat in my office, the glow of the monitors illuminating my face. They were using me. They were using my discounts, my connections, and my labor to ship the very fortune they planned to use to destroy me. They thought I was just the trucker. They forgot that the trucker decides where the truck goes. Part 3. The reroute. I had a choice. I could confront her now. I could scream. I could cancel the shipment. But if I canceled it, she would just blame me for being jealous and unprofessional. She would claim I sabotaged her business out of spite. No. I needed to let her destroy herself. I needed the disaster to look like an act of God, or rather, an act of logistics. The 50,000 bags were packed into 3 40-foot shipping containers. Container IDs: MSCU 483920, TGHU 849302, TGHU 930211. They were currently sitting at the port in Shenzhen, waiting to be loaded onto the Maersk Seawolf, bound for Los Angeles. I logged into the terminal operating system. I have level 5 clearance. I didn't delete the shipment. That's illegal. I simply updated the routing instructions. I changed the port of discharge. Instead of Los Angeles, USA, I changed it to Reykjavik, Iceland. Then I flagged the containers for customs inspection, level 3, potential biohazard. This ensures that even when they arrive, they will be held in quarantine for minimum 45 days. Finally, I changed the notify party from her email to a dead fax number. The system updated. The cranes in China lifted her future, her divorce settlement, and her lover's penthouse dreams, and placed them onto a vessel bound for the North Atlantic. I went home and made dinner. "How was work?" Tara asked, texting Nico under the table. "Busy," I smiled. Moving things around. Part 4. The calm before the crash. November 15th, 2 weeks to Black Friday. Tara was in full hype mode. She had spent $100,000 on ads. Influencers were teasing the signature collection. The website had a countdown clock. "It's going to be huge, Mark," she said, practically vibrating with excitement. "This changes everything." "I'm sure it will," I said. She was checking the public tracking number I gave her. The public tracking showed in transit, on schedule, because I had created a dummy tracking page. It's a little trick we use for internal testing. It wasn't connected to the real containers. It was just a loop of comforting green check marks. November 20th, 5 days to Black Friday. "The containers should be clearing customs in LA today," Tara said, frowning at her laptop. "The tracking hasn't updated since yesterday." "It's probably just port congestion," I said, sipping my coffee. "It happens. Don't worry." "I need them at the warehouse by Wednesday so we can ship on Friday," she snapped. "Call your friends at the port. Make it happen." "I'll make a call," I lied. November 23rd, 2 days to Black Friday. Panic mode. The containers were not in LA. Tara was screaming on the phone to the customer service line of the shipping line. "We can't find your container numbers, ma'am," the agent said, truthfully. "My husband is the director," she yelled. "Mark, do something!" She stormed into my office. "Mark, where are my bags? We launch in 48 hours. I have pre-orders. If I don't ship, I have to refund everyone. I'll be bankrupt." I looked up from my book. "I checked the system, Tara. It seems there was a routing error." "What does that mean?" "It means your containers aren't in Los Angeles." "Where are they?" "Well," I clicked a few keys. Currently, they are sitting on a dock in Iceland. And it looks like Icelandic customs has flagged them for mold inspection. It's going to take, about 3 months to clear. Part 5. The meltdown. Iceland, she shrieked. It was a sound that shattered glass. How the hell did they get to Iceland? Logistics is complicated, I said, calm as a bomb disposal expert. Sometimes things get mixed up. Maybe the consignee info was entered wrong. Did you change any corporate details recently? She went pale. She knew. You did this, she whispered. Me? I feigned innocence. I'm just a trucker, Tara. I don't have the flair for this. Maybe you should call Nico. I hear he's a genius. Her phone buzzed. It was Nico. She put it on speaker. Babe, where's the inventory? Nico sounded frantic. I borrowed money from some bad people to pay for the Miami deposit. I need that cash flow on Friday. It's in Iceland, Nico, she sobbed. Iceland! Fix it. Ask your husband. He knows, Nico. He knows everything. I stood up. Hi, Nico, I said into the phone. Mark here. Just so you know, shipping from Iceland to Los Angeles in the winter is very expensive. And since the shipment is technically under your new company name, you're liable for the storage fees. It's about $500 a day per container. Nico hung up. Tara looked at me, tears streaming down her face. Not tears of remorse, tears of financial ruin. You ruined me, she hissed. I leveraged the house. Our house? I asked. Yes. Actually, I pulled a document from my drawer. I refinanced the house 6 months ago and moved the deed into a trust you don't control. You signed the papers thinking it was for tax purposes. Remember? Her knees gave out. She slumped onto the floor. Part 6. Black Friday. Black Friday came. The Luxmode website didn't launch. It crashed. Thousands of angry customers demanded refunds for pre-orders. Tara didn't have the money to refund them because she had spent it on the down payment for the Miami penthouse, which she lost, and the ad campaign. The chargebacks started rolling in. The credit card processors froze her accounts. Luxmode declared bankruptcy within 30 days. Nico? It turns out Nico wasn't just a textile supplier. He was a fraudster running a Ponzi scheme with inventory. When the signature collection didn't arrive, his investors, the bad people he mentioned, came collecting. He fled to Brazil. I haven't heard from him since. Part 7. The final delivery. The divorce was messy, but short. Since Tara's business was bankrupt, and she had massive debts, she had no assets to fight for. I kept my job, my house, and my savings. The containers eventually cleared customs in Iceland 3 months later. Since nobody paid the storage fees, the port authorities auctioned them off. I bought them back anonymously for pennies on the dollar. I donated the 50,000 bags to a charity that helps dress women entering the workforce from underprivileged backgrounds. It was a tax write-off. Tara works at a retail store in the mall now. I saw her last week. She was folding shirts. She looked at me. I looked at her. I didn't say anything. I just checked my watch and kept moving. In logistics, we have a saying. Delivery is guaranteed, but the destination, that depends on the captain. And I am the captain.